Most people apply to the FBI thinking they're signing up to be a movie hero. They imagine the badge, the high-speed chases, and bringing down criminal masterminds. What nobody tells you is that every single promotion slowly shreds away a piece of your humanity. By the time you reach the top, you aren't even the same person who filled out the paperwork. So let's trace your entire life through the 10 ranks of the Bureau and see which level breaks you first. Level 1, the applicant. You submit your profile online. You've got your college degree, 3 years of solid work experience, and a clean history. Then you wait 4 grueling months. Finally, they invite you to a local field office. Metal detectors, armed security, and cameras tracking your every step. An agent sits across from you and asks why you want to join. You give the polished answer about serving justice and keeping people safe. But then come the real questions. Why did you leave that job a few years back? What actually happened during that incident in college? They already know the answer. They've talked to your exes, your roommates, and your old teachers. They've dug into your finances, your online history, and your credit score. Next comes the polygraph. 3 hours stuck in a cold, windowless room with sensors wrapped around your chest and fingertips. The examiner presses you on your worst mistakes, your debts, and things you've never uttered out loud. The sensors record your spiking heartbeat and clammy hands. 6 weeks later, a letter arrives. You've been selected. Pack your bags for Quantico. Your old life is officially over. Level 2, the trainee. The FBI Academy spans over 500 acres of dense Virginia forest, and for 20 straight weeks, it is your entire universe. Wake-up call is 5:30 in the morning inside a room that feels like a motel. You run over 6 miles through rugged trails, push through physical exhaustion, and sit through endless lectures on federal law and constitutional boundaries. You learn that the real FBI runs on paperwork. Everything requires official documentation. Then you spend weeks on the firing range, starting with standard service sidearms. Your hands tremble the first time you hold one, but the instructors keep pressure on you until the trembling stops. You practice under high stress, low light, and while moving fast. By week 10, muscle memory completely takes over. You run tactical scenarios in Hogan's Alley, a mock town built with fake storefronts and homes. Instructors roleplay as dangerous suspects while other trainees play innocent bystanders. Every single move is recorded and judged. Make one miscalculation, and you repeat the drill until you drop. The pressure is engineered to filter out the weak, and 1 out of every 5 trainees drops out. But come December, you stand on stage, receive your badge, swear the oath, and officially become a special agent. Level 3, the probationary agent. Your first assignment lands you in a small field office. You're the rookie, handling whatever crosses state lines from illicit smuggling to financial fraud. You're paired with a senior mentor, and for 2 full years, every decision you make is supervised. You take notes, log evidence, and type up endless reports. Your first real assignment is a local credit union heist where $8,000 vanished. You review security feeds, call surrounding branches, and spend days chasing tiny details. It's tedious, dry, and nothing like the movies. 2 weeks in, you track down a stolen getaway vehicle and match a lead to a local offender. You execute the arrest at a rundown trailer park. The suspect surrenders without a fight. You put on the cuffs, read the rights, and process the paperwork. Your mentor looks at you and says this is 90% waiting and 10% action. You log the file, the suspect accepts a plea deal, and you move right to the next folder on your desk. Level 4, the senior special agent. 5 years in, you're off probation and handling major cases independently. You're assigned to a major task force targeting organized crime syndicates, hitting financial targets across 3 state lines. You build the entire case from scratch. You analyze footage from every incident, spot the exact patterns, and track down the crew's entry points and getaway vehicles. You coordinate with local police, navigate huge egos, and share the credit just to keep the team united. You run round-the-clock surveillance, mapping out the main target's daily routine until a federal judge approves a wiretap. Listening in, you hear them planning their next move. You set up a perimeter with 6 agents and 3 vehicles, waiting until they're trapped inside. The second they step out, you block their escape route, order them down, and take all 4 into custody without a single shot fired. You recover hundreds of thousands in cash, seize the assets, and testify at trial. The jury returns a guilty verdict. You breathe a sigh of relief. This one actually mattered. Level 5, the Supervisory Special Agent. 12 years in, you earn a promotion to squad leader. 10 agents now depend on you. But your job completely transforms. You're no longer out in the field chasing down leads. You're managing human lives. You approve tactical plans, review endless paperwork, and deal with your team's personal struggles. One agent is turning to alcohol, another is going through a bitter divorce, and your best investigator is completely burned out. You handle it all while sitting through endless budget meetings and policy briefings. Then your squad gets hit with a critical threat, extremist cell planning an attack on a public building. You coordinate with interagency task forces, manage the operational rollout, and oversee the takedown from a control room. Afterward, your face is plastered on the news above headlines celebrating the Bureau. But you don't mention that you weren't even at the scene during the arrest. That's leadership taking the blame when things go wrong and giving your team the credit. When they go right. Level 6, the Assistant Special Agent in charge. You transfer to a massive metropolitan office in New York or Los Angeles. You're second in command, overseeing hundreds of agents across major divisions like counterterrorism and cybercrime. Hundreds of complex cases are active at the exact same time. When an agent misfires a weapon or an operation goes sideways, you're the one answering to federal directors and oversight boards. The office politics are brutal. Everyone wants results, and everyone has a political agenda. You smile for news cameras, shake hands with city officials, and give speeches about public safety, even while drowning in stress. You sleep 4 hours a night. Your second marriage falls apart, and your children barely recognize you because you've missed every birthday and holiday. You keep telling yourself that you're making a difference, just to survive the night. Level 7, the Special Agent in charge. You now command an entire regional headquarters. 400 personnel take orders from you. You meet with senators, defend multi-million-dollar budgets, and make choices that directly impact national security. You hold the power to launch or kill major operations with a single signature. But authority comes with a dark price. An operation you approve goes wrong, and an agent loses their life in the line of duty. You stand at the funeral, present the flag to a grieving spouse, and speak about honor and duty. What you don't tell them is that you signed off on the mission. You carry that silent guilt for the rest of your life. Level 8, the Executive Assistant Director. You're stationed at headquarters in Washington, D.C., overseeing thousands of staff nationwide. You haven't drawn a weapon or made a physical arrest in over 15 years. Instead, you manage massive government budgets and brief the Attorney General in classified strategy sessions. You're invisible to the public, yet you wield immense power over national policy. Level 9, the Deputy Director. You are second in command of 35,000 employees worldwide. You brief the President, sit in high-stakes crisis rooms, and navigate intense interagency rivalry. At 62 years old, your body is worn down, your health is fading, and decades of relentless stress have taken their toll. Yet, You stay because there is always one more crisis to manage. Level 10. The Ghost. You retire after 40 years. They hand you a medal that sits in a closet because you can't explain to anyone what you did to earn it. You live quietly in a rural home, isolated from normal society. You walk your perimeter late at night, searching for threats that aren't there, unable to turn off 40 years of conditioning. And somewhere right now, a young candidate is submitting an application, completely unaware of the heavy price tag attached to the badge.